Okay, so I have another segment I want to do real quick. I'm gonna be talking about ego mastery. Now, what the fuck could I be talking about when I say ego mastery? Alright, so it breaks down like this. Through the study of metaphysics and esoteric knowledge, we come to the understanding that you have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind. Okay? Your conscious mind is what you are cognizant of right now in the present, the mind you use to think thoughts and therefore put motivation behind action and intent. So you can move with purpose. Even if your purpose is to get a sandwich, you're thinking, I'm going to go get a sandwich. Your subconscious mind is your natural instinct. It also is where the aspects of yourself that you reject are. Which is why in order to fully come out of your shell and become comfortable with who you are, you have to face your own inner demon. Inside, X is telling you this. That's what he did. That he faced down his inner demon and mastered his dark aspect, his shadow aspect. It doesn't necessarily mean evil, but we associate it with a demonic entity because it's the aspect of self we reject, and in a way it becomes our enemy. Because if you do not align with your subconscious mind, with your conscious mind, you have to reject your subconscious mind. And if you reject your subconscious mind is going to subject you to it. Through anxiety, it's going to get in your way. Now, I thought of some perfect analogies for this so I could explain it. And I'm going to go a little into depth. So, if you don't watch anime, you probably aren't going to understand this. But if you do, you're definitely going to understand it. We, living in the society we live in, are indoctrinated with belief systems and ideologies that ultimately program us away from tapping into the subconscious mind and mastery of the ego. They teach us to build our ego up so that by the time we reach adulthood, our ego is already stronger than us, because we've been fed through popular culture mediums for our ego to develop, and we've been in spaces where our ego is developed instead of our conscious mind. It's very much like Naruto. Naruto has the nine-tailed fox beast spirit sealed inside of him. He's a Jinchuriki. From birth, the Nine-Tails was his enemy. For one, Nine-Tails killed his parents, even if he didn't know that. Nine-Tails killed Minato and Naruto's mom. So, that's one thing. It attacked the village. Everyone hated the Nine-Tails because it attacked the village, killed the fourth Hokage, and it was in Naruto, so everyone hated Naruto. You know what I mean? Everyone hated Naruto. I don't even remember if Naruto knows at the beginning that he has the Nine-Tails in him or not. I don't even remember. But that's how long it's been. I honestly don't remember. But it's like that. It's like Naruto didn't know him and you know what I mean, the Nine-Tails could become friends. He didn't know they could be like Killer B is with his. You know what I mean? He didn't know him and Kuruma could be cool like that. So he always viewed Kuruma just out of his not knowing Kuruma as an enemy. And that's kind of how we are. Our subconscious mind is our natural instinct, but we view as an enemy. Second example, Hollow Ichigo. Ichigo kept viewing Hollow Ichigo as his opponent, as an enemy, as an evil power source, when really Hollow Ichigo was telling him all along he was just trying to help him. He was like, bruh, just let me switch in, I'll beat this guy's ass. If Ichigo would have just aligned his thought and let Hollow Ichigo do what the fuck he needed to do, he could have learned how to control Hollow Ichigo on some Ghost Rider shit. But he was fucking tripping out all the time. If I had a Hollow Russ, I'd be like, nigga, let's do this. Tag team, nigga. Tag you in, nigga. Tag me out. Like, bro, if I had a Hollow Russ, are you fucking kidding me? Just a Hollow Russ appeared like, we must do this. They're like, fuck yeah, let's get this Donnie Darko shit cracking, nigga. What the fuck? So that's what you have to do. The aspects of yourself that you don't like, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm too short. I'm not cool enough. I don't get enough bitches. Like, you need to make friends with that part of yourself. You almost have to, laugh at that shit. Laugh at it on a subconscious level. I don't even know how to explain how you become friends with your subconscious, but it's what you have to do. You and your subconscious mind, in order for you to master your ego, your ego self, your shadow aspect, your subconscious self, it's almost like the fucking, you know what I mean, the mean version of you. So it's at first, it's picking on your insecurities, oh, you're this, you're that. But then once you get cool with it, it's like, nigga, we don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm too short or this or that. Like, instead of like letting your child aspect like pick on your insecurities, you're like, you're not insecure about them. You're just like, that's just what it is. Like, I don't get that many bitches. I'm a fucking otaku. Like, it is what it is. I mean, shit. And that's how you achieve self-love, is through accepting yourself. But society teaches us if there's something wrong with us, we need to go fix it in the world, or we need to gratify it with a vice. You know what I mean? So that's a problem. Another example, Devilman, Akira, Fudo. Akira the only reason he's able to bond with Amon and become Devilman, he's able to merge with Amon's demon spirit, is because he's pure of heart. But then in order to maintain his control of Devilman, once he gets the power, he has to be focused. He has to be in alignment with his darker self. He has to be able to understand. He has to be able to accept the Devilman energy, so Devilman doesn't just run out of control as Amon. That's why in Apocalypse, when Miki gets killed, he loses control because he gives into the hatred of his rage, and he goes on the warpath, and he's completely out of control of his subconscious mind. And then at the end, they have the symbolic fight between Akira Fudo's Devilman and Amon, being the fight between the higher and lower self. But you have to balance. If you try to just be 100% positive, it's like a gas tank. If it goes, or not a gas tank, an audio, like when you're playing music on your boards, and if the needle is going all the way to the fucking right side because it's just too loud and it's not balanced in the middle and it's not hitting in the middle, your shit's gonna explode. Your shit's gonna blow the fuck out. So that's what you have to do. You have to reach a balance in the middle. You can't go too low, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Too high, you're gonna be too far over the edge where you can't concentrate. You gotta be in fucking alignment, bruh. Naruto, Bleach, Devilman, Guts. In Berserk, once Guts gets the armor, if he gives into his, well, yeah, okay, so with Guts, if he gives in, because if you give into the subconscious mind, you don't control it, you can be consumed by it. If you have negative aspects in your subconscious mind and you get consumed by it, you'll lose your mind. So that's basically what happens to Guts when he goes into the suit, into the armor, and he just goes berserk to where he's just killing and he loses control. You have to master subconscious mind. You have to be like Akira when he controls Devilman. Especially in Crybaby, he controls Devilman. Like towards the end, like he's full control of Devilman at that point. He's fully in with his subconscious mind. You know what I mean? And yeah. So then like Mob from Mob Psycho. He doesn't have full emotional control. So if he hits 100%, he goes mania. Just like Guts. In Kill La Kill, Ryuko, she had to master her insecurities of subconscious mind to where she was comfortable enough to even use Senketsu. Or what's hers called? Is her Senketsu? Hers is... See, I haven't even fucking been watching. I mean, I haven't seen Kill La Kill in a minute. So... yeah, Senketsu. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, so like, you remember at the beginning, like, Senketsu was like, she was embarrassed because it was like a skimpy little outfit, so she couldn't use the full power of the Senketsu, and then she was able to. So Mob Psycho does it, Kill La Kill does it, Devilman, Naruto, Bleach. And then once you reach that level of balance, that's basically what enlightenment is. Because enlightenment of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, knowledge, benevolence, and energy. So it's like knowledge. Yeah, I like that. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Like, that's enlightenment. Once you have the knowledge of your own wisdom and you understand it, then you're therefore at one with nature, which is a benevolent force, and you're able to tap into the energy of being a benevolent being. It doesn't mean good or bad. It means balance. Benevolence comes from balance. When everything is balanced, it's therefore benevolent. So you have to reach that harmonious balance. And once you achieve that balance, that's Shingon. Shingon is the transcension of Kensho. Kensho is when you understand you have the potential for that transformation, but you haven't applied your drive to do so. Shingon is what happens when you apply the drive and do it. Then, once you have application of Shingon, you can reach what's called Kush Hotep. Kush Hotep is the balance of Kush, like the inner piece of Kush. Hotep and Kush, like, it's the application of Shingon. It's one thing to achieve Shingon, but then even once you achieve Shingon, you still have to, like, you still have to, like, you know, you still gotta apply it. You gotta apply it. Like, you can transcend Kensho and apply the transformation, but then once you're in the transformation, you have to embody it. I guess Kushotep is like once you embody it. Once you, like, embody the Shingon. You achieve it, and then you learn to embody it, and that's Kush-Hotep. I don't know. It's different. Shingon and Kush-Hotep is different. Kush-Hotep, to me, is like endgame. Shingon is like what you're trying to get to, but then once you get up there, it becomes something else. It's like, okay, now that I'm already up here at Shingon, it was Shingon while I was reaching for it. Now it's Kush-Hotep. So that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, so just, you know, that's one thing about anime. Over and over and over again, you get to see that subconscious mind. Evangelion does it with the Evangelions. So it's just, you know, they just continue to do it. And there's also a lot of metaphysical analogies that exist, like in Legend of the Overfiend, Urotsuki Doji. I love, one of my favorite animes, Urotsuki Doji, Legend of the Overfiend, created by Toshio Miyata, animated from the notorious original manga, Birth of Demon Tentacle Hentai, literally Legend of the Overfiend. But when Nagumo's turning into the Overfiend and losing control and, like, turning into his Overfiend self, it's like a metaphor, you know what I mean, for, like, repressed aggression, repressed energy, repressed rage, like too much stress and shit getting built up and then releasing it. Like, that's the metaphor for the transformation. That's why it affects your consciousness. That's kind of the redeeming factor of it. So that's one thing about anime. People who watch anime, I would say if you watch anime or you're an otaku, you're even more prone to be able to tap into this knowledge of metaphysics and energy, because you're allowing your reality to perceive something that other people view as beyond reality. People who don't watch anime and they're just like, oh, I don't like that shit, like, I don't want to watch cartoons, like, it's because they can't, it's beyond their perception of reality. They can't understand, like, what? Fucking Devil Man, he's turning into Devil Man, what? Like, that's weird, what the fuck? They can, you know what I mean, they can only understand superheroes. That, you know, that's where the consciousness is. Like, they can understand superheroes, but don't throw them Bleach. They're not going to be able to understand that. What's a Soul Reaper? Hopefully with the movie, they'll be able to fucking understand it, maybe. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what's good with it. But yeah, I just want to talk this video about ego mastery, mastering ego. That's also what this reflects. The crossbones represent the duality of the universe, you know what I mean, light and dark, hot, cold, day, night, moon, sun, the divine feminine, divine masculine, the two dualities of the universe. Everything's a duality, law of 44. And then it also represents the higher and lower self being balanced at one equilibrium within I and I self. And that's pretty much, you know, where I'm at with it. And that's just how I wanted to chop it up real quick, you know, give y'all a little bit devious. So, you know what I mean, master your ego. You know what I mean, you know, it's like, there's no way for me to tell you to master your ego, because your ego is yours. We all have different egos. So the way your ego will tell you, the more you investigate your ego will let you know how you need to be. And then you'll do it, and you'll be there. So as always, stay devious. Shaolin. Kush Hotep.